Welcome, you curious minds, to the Dup Dive.
Hello.
Today, we're really stepping into the shadows. We've got two profoundly disturbing cases.
Yeah, very disturbing.
And each one leaves behind this trail of just chilling evidence. It really makes you question trust, safety, everything. This isn't just reciting facts. It's about looking at that unsettling reality of, well, hidden darkness and how people try to find answers.
And what's really fascinating, or maybe unnerving is the better word, is how everyday things like a security camera or a disposable camera you'd take on a trip,
Right.
even a simple Google search,
Yeah.
these things become absolutely crucial. They weave together this narrative of terror.
They really do.
They don't just reveal the truth. They often shine a light on just how unimaginable these crimes are and the questions. The questions that just hang in the air afterward.
Exactly. So we're going to unpack two very distinct mysteries today. First up, the tragic case of Sasha Samsadin. She was a young woman, and her final moments were actually caught on CCTV. It revealed this shocking betrayal by the person who was quite literally supposed to protect her.
That's a key element, the betrayal of trust.
Absolutely. Then we'll dig into the baffling and still unsolved deaths of Lisa Guerreri and Brandon Rumble.
The Arizona case.
Yeah, a young couple, their last photos. Well, they might hold this silent, terrifying secret about how they died. So get ready. It's going to be an unsettling journey.
Definitely.
Okay, let's begin with Sasha Samsadin. She was 27, a real estate agent down in Orlando, Florida.
Right.
This was back in October 2015. People called her the Cupid of apartment hunting. Apparently very friendly, professional.
Well liked in the community.
Totally, just a vibrant person whose life was just cut short. So tragic.
Yeah.
Now, Sasha lived in this place called Uptown Place, and it sounds like it was meant to be really secure, you know?
Right. It had the CCTV cameras, a security guard on duty, digital key codes for the apartments.
The works. So on October 16th, 2015, she was out celebrating a football win with friends. They were at a nightclub called Attic.
Okay.
She leaves the club alone around 12:30 a.m. This is now early morning, October 17th.
And what's really striking here, I think, is how quickly her friends knew something was wrong.
Yeah, that stood out to me too.
She was supposed to meet her friend, Anthony Roper, for breakfast. She doesn't show up. And for Sasha, who is apparently always on social media, always responding, this was completely out of character.
Totally. So Anthony and two other friends, they get really worried. Their gut feeling is just, something is wrong.
Yeah.
They go to her apartment. She doesn't answer the door. So Anthony calls the police.
Right.
Officers get there around 8 p.m. that evening. They look around, no sign of forced entry on the door.
Right. That's important.
But the second they go inside, they're hit with this overwhelming smell. Bleach.
Oh, wow. Trying to clean up.
Exactly. And inside, they find Sasha's body in her bedroom, wrapped in her comforter.
Just awful.
Yeah. Her clothes were torn, necklace tangled in her hair. Her lower body was bare. Just a horrific scene.
And the coroner's report, it showed she had injuries to her head and arms, but the cause of death was strangulation. Investigators pretty quickly figured the killer was male. There was this small detail, often missed maybe, but the toilet seat was left up.
Ah, interesting detail.
Yeah. But even though the killer used bleach, trying to sanitize everything, they messed up. They made mistakes.
Look what?
Well, on that toilet seat lid, 2 fingerprints, and they didn't belong to Sasha or her friends who'd been there.
Okay, that's huge.
Huge. And there's a shoe print near her bed. And crucially, DNA evidence was found on Sasha's body.
Wow. So prints, shoe print, DNA.
Right. But the problem was none of it matched anyone in the existing databases at that time.
Okay, so a dead end there initially. So what did detectives do next? They must have gone to the cameras, right?
Exactly. They turned to all that CCTV footage from the nightclub, the streets, her building.
It's Orlando. Must have been busy that night.
Oh, yeah. But they painstakingly tracked her movements. And here's where it gets, well, really interesting. Sasha left the club alone.
Right.
But later footage shows her walking with 2 other women.
Oh, okay, that changes things. Who were they?
Well, those women actually came forward later. Good Samaritans, really. They said they saw Sasha stumbling, looking like she needed help.
Ah, okay.
So they offered to share a taxi with her, just to make sure she got home safe. They watched her walk into her building.
Okay, so she got inside. What about the guard? Duxbury.
Right, Stephen Duxbury. This is where his story starts to get complicated. Initially, he told police he didn't let her in because he didn't recognize her.
But the women said someone else vouched for her.
Exactly. They said another resident confirmed it was Sasha and helped her inside. So Duxbury changes his story a bit.
Okay.
He then tells police, yeah, okay, he eventually let her in, but later he found her struggling with her door keypad code. He says he offered to walk her to her car to get a spare key. But then she supposedly suddenly remembered the code and ran back to her door.
Ran back.
Okay.
He claimed he then swept the apartment area, didn't see her, and just assumed she'd managed to get inside.
Okay. But he added something else too, didn't he? Trying to point the finger elsewhere.
Well, he claimed he saw Sasha again later that night, chatting with some unknown man in the hallway, making that guy the prime suspect.
Right. Trying to create a phantom suspect. But Sasha's phone, that told a different story, yeah.
Completely different. Her very last message was just the word Ben, sent at 5:12 a.m.
Who was Ben?
An ex-boyfriend. He texted her earlier asking if she wanted to meet up at a party.
Okay, so police must have looked at him hard.
Oh, definitely. But Ben had an alibi, and his DNA didn't match. He was cleared, which made Duxbury's story look even shakier.
So it all comes back to the cameras in her building. What did they really show?
They were the absolute game changer. Okay, so 1:46 a.m., Sasha enters the building with that resident who vouched for her.
Right.
She's seen stumbling up the stairs, then she's out of view for about 20 minutes.
Then 2:06 a.m. footage catches her running up another flight of stairs, and Stephen Duxbury is seen pursuing her.
Pursuing her? Wow. Oh.
Yeah. Then by 2:25 a.m., they are filmed walking together towards the parking lot, like Duxbury said. So that part at least matched his story.
Okay, so far maybe plausible, but then.
The timeline gets really dark. First, the cameras show absolutely no unknown man in the hallway. Duxbury made that up.
Right. Line number 1 confirmed.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
And then at 5:13 a.m., this is almost the exact moment Sasha sent that last text message, Ben.
Yeah.
Duxbury is caught on camera again, this time moving purposefully towards Sasha's apartment.
Oh, man.
Okay. Fast forward to 6:36 a.m., he's seen exiting the building, and he's carrying 2 white trash bags.
Trash bags? Where did he take them?
He put them into his car. 3 minutes later, he clocked out of his shift.
Wow. That sequence, it just paints such a clear picture.
It really does. And investigators noticed something else. Those trash bags looked exactly like the type Sasha kept in her apartment.
So he was removing evidence.
That's what is strongly suggested. So they got a warrant for Duxbury's home.
And what did they find?
It all clicked into place. They found shoes that matched the print near Sasha's bed.
Okay.
His fingerprints were a match for the ones on the toilet seat lid.
Got him.
And his DNA was a perfect match for the sample found on Sasha's body.
Case closed, essentially. Anything else?
Yeah, there was physical evidence on him, too. Duxbury had a bite mark on his arm. And scratches. Clear signs of a struggle.
She fought back.
She definitely fought back.
Okay.
But maybe the most chilling piece of evidence, the digital trail.
The Google search.
The Google search. Just minutes before Sasha was killed, Stephen Duxbury searched how to override a quick-set keypad lock.
The exact type of lock on her door?
The exact type.
Unbelievable. How long did the jury take?
Only 4 hours. Guilty. Life in prison. No chance of parole.
Wow. Some people think maybe Sasha realized something was wrong with him, maybe faked forgetting her code to keep him away.
It's a chilling thought, isn't it? That she might have sensed the danger. But he found a way anyway.
The one person whose job it was to keep her safe.
Became the source of the ultimate danger.
Yeah.
It's just, like a profound betrayal.
Truly chilling. Okay, let's shift gears now. We need to move to our second case.
Yeah.
Equally unsettling, but in a very different way. The clues are way more cryptic here.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
The lack of answers is really haunting.
We're going to October 17th, 2003, near Black Canyon City, Arizona.
Remote area.
Very remote.
Yeah.
And this is where the bodies of 19-year-old Lisa Guerreri and 21-year-old Brandon Rumbo were found.
And the back of their truck, right?
Yeah, their white Ford F-150 pickup. They were inside their sleeping bags. Both had been shot multiple times in the head.
Just brutal. I mean, they were so young.
So young. By all accounts, just a typical sweet young couple. Lisa wanted to be a wedding planner, sang in her church choir.
Yeah, and Brandon was into fitness, wanted to start his own business. Everyone said he treated Lisa like a queen. Just nice, friendly, popular kids.
Nobody could imagine who would want to hurt them.
No enemies, seemingly.
They'd gone out to this remote spot, Bumblebee Road, for their 1-year anniversary.
Trying to recreate a romantic stargazing trip they'd done before.
Yeah, but they never came back. Lisa's mom, Paula, reported them missing when they didn't return, which, again, was totally out of character. Friends and family started searching, And on that Sunday afternoon, they found the truck and the bodies inside.
It's still unclear, right?
Yeah.
Whether they were asleep when it happened.
Yeah, unclear if they were asleep or maybe already awake but still in their sleeping bags when they were killed.
And this is where the evidence gets, well, really strange and disturbing.
The camera.
The disposable camera.
Yeah.
Detectives found it just a few feet away from the truck.
Like it had been thrown.
Exactly. Like someone threw it, maybe trying to smash it, destroy the film inside.
But they managed to recover some photos.
They did. Despite the attempt, several photos were developed, and 3 of them are particularly significant and haunting.
Okay, what do they show?
The first one shows Lisa. She's in the back of the truck, and she's smiling at whoever's taking the picture.
Okay.
But her mom, Paula, when she saw it, she immediately felt something was wrong, something off about her smile, her expression.
A mother's intuition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What about the second photo?
The second one shows Brandon. He's in almost the exact same position in the truck bed, but he's not smiling. Oh. No, he's described as looking straight-faced, arms folded.
So, same setting,
Yeah.
totally different expressions, and these were taken right before they died.
Almost certainly. Very shortly before.
Which raises the huge question.
Who took the pictures?
Right. Were they just taking selfies, goofing around?
That's one possibility. But some people look at those photos, especially Brandon's expression, maybe Lisa's off smile, and they feel it looks uncomfortable. Almost like they were being posed, maybe forced by someone else behind the camera.
Or maybe the killer was the photographer, but it was someone they knew, someone they felt comfortable enough with initially to pose for. That's another deeply unsettling theory, yeah. Someone they trusted, maybe, who then turned on them.
Okay, and there was a third significant photo.
Yes, and this one is even weirder. It looks like it was taken through a doorway.
Through a doorway? Of what?
It shows part of a room. You can see a light fixture, maybe a plant. But nobody, not friends, not family, recognized this location.
So a completely unknown place, and they don't know when it was taken.
That's the mystery.
What?
Was it taken before they went camping? Maybe documenting something else? Or, yeah, and this is strange, was it taken after the murders?
Wait, how could it be taken after?
Well, the theory is maybe the killer took the disposable camera from the crime scene,
Okay.
went somewhere else, took this picture of the room, and then returned the camera, throwing it near the truck.
But why? Why take it, photograph something random, and then bring it back? That makes no sense.
It makes zero sense on the surface, which just adds to the whole disturbing puzzle. And then there's the other camera.
Right, they had a video camera too, did they?
They did. And it was missing. Only its protective casing was found at the scene. The camera itself was gone.
And that was the only thing taken, not wallets or the truck itself.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Just the video camera, which leads to this really, really dark possibility.
The idea of a snuff film.
Exactly. That maybe they were forced to, star in a recording of their own murders. It's a horrifying thought.
Truly horrifying. Okay, so beyond the cameras, what other evidence did police have?
Not much, unfortunately. They found shell casings indicating a .25 caliber handgun was used.
Small caliber.
Yeah, but little else.
Yeah.
And the investigation was cuffed because there were apparently almost 100 other campers in that general area that weekend.
100. And nobody heard gunshots.
Nobody reported hearing anything suspicious, which is also strange.
So over the years, what are the main theories that have emerged?
Well, there are 2 dominant ones that keep coming up. The first revolves around jealousy.
Okay.
Lisa's uncle has spoken about an unnamed male friend who he believes was maybe obsessed with Lisa, had unrequited feelings. He mentioned some kind of social disharmony happening in their friend group leading up to the murders.
Interesting. Anything else point that way?
Well, there was a report that Brandon was seen arguing with some unidentified guy outside his place the day before they left for the trip.
Okay. And what happened to this unnamed friend?
According to the uncle and some reports, this friend sort of vanished right after the killings. And when police eventually tracked him down to question him,
Yeah.
his home was found empty and apparently chemically cleaned, like scrubbed down.
Whoa. Okay, that sounds incredibly suspicious. Did they arrest him?
They questioned him. He apparently passed a polygraph test.
Which aren't always reliable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He also had an alibi, denied everything. So law enforcement had to let him go. But that whole cleaning thing, he definitely remains a person of interest for many.
Yeah, you can see why. Okay, what's the second main theory?
The second one comes from a dedicated cold case volunteer, Deborah West. She spent like 20 years working on this case.
Wow. Dedication. What's her take?
She believes it was more likely a robbery gone wrong.
Okay. How does she figure?
Her idea is that the killer intended to steal the truck, thinking it was empty. Maybe he didn't see them in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was surprised when he realized Lisa and Brandon were there, panicked, and shot them out of fright.
Does she have anything to back that up?
She points to a somewhat similar crime that happened about 6 months later in Arizona. 2 men were shot, their truck was stolen. And that thief later died by suicide. So she sees a possible connection.
Okay. But then you have to ask, like you said before.
Why didn't the killer take Lisa and Brandon's truck?
Right. And why only take the cheap video camera if it was robbery? It doesn't quite fit perfectly.
It doesn't. Which leads to a third theory. It's more speculative, maybe, but given the missing video camera, it's pretty sinister.
Okay.
The idea that maybe Lisa and Brandon weren't robbed, weren't killed by someone jealous, but were randomly targeted.
Randomly? Why?
It's part of a gang initiation. You know, some gangs have called making your bones.
Oh, right, where you have to commit a violent act to prove yourself.
Exactly. And there are, sadly, examples of this. You mentioned the Carlos Hernandez case in Houston, 2013.
Yeah, horrific. Set on fire by a young woman for her initiation. And she filmed it.
She filmed it, bragged about it. It's horrifying to think. But could Lisa and Brandon's killer have done the same? Recorded their initiation on that missing video camera.
Yeah.
Maybe as proof for their gang.
That is a deeply disturbing possibility, and it would explain the missing camera when nothing else of value was taken.
It's one theory that tries to tie the loose ends together, however awful it is.
So where does the case stand now? Still cold.
Still cold. The families, working with the Silent Witness organization, have put up a $10,000 reward for information. But after all these years, nothing solid has emerged. The killer is still out there.
And you look back at those photos, Lisa smiling, Brandon looking serious, knowing what happened just moments later.
Yeah, it's just, you can't help but wonder what evil was really lurking out there in the dark that night, just waiting.
So, reflecting on both these cases, Sasha's and Lisa and Brandon's, what's the takeaway for us, you think?
Well, they're stark reminders, aren't they, about how unpredictable evil can be.
Yeah, it can be right there in plain sight, like the security guard.
Right.
Or it can be hidden in the darkness where you go to find peace, like camping.
And it really forces you to confront that difficult balance between wanting to trust, wanting to feel safe,
Right.
and the reality that some people, even those you should be able to trust, are capable of profound darkness.
It really underscores how important just observing things is, questioning assumptions maybe, and the incredible work investigators do to try and piece these awful truths together.
Absolutely. That persistence in seeking the truth, even when the clues are cold or misleading, it's vital.
Well, we hope this deep dive into these really unsettling cases has given you something to think about, a glimpse into that darkness, but also into the fight for justice.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the deep dive. If you found this discussion compelling, maybe thought-provoking,
Or just chilling.
or just chillin', yeah, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. That's Horror Docx. We'll have more stories, more in-depth explorations for you.
We will.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive. Until then, please stay safe out there and keep exploring.